He scaled 128 3/4 pounds. His young professional record thus far perfect: 2 fights, 2 victories, one of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Newark, New Jersey, please welcome Zaquin Moses. Moses.
All right, seconds out. All right, gentlemen, went over the rules earlier. Most important, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times and give me a good, clean break. Good luck. Touch them up.
Let's give him a show.
Here we go. It's 4 rounds in our main event on Before the Bell. Zaquin Moses in the brown trunks and Alex Pallette in the red trunks. Here from Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. As we close in on the main card coming up on DAZN, 8 p.m. Eastern, leading into the main event tonight, Jaron Ennis, Eimantas Stanionis for the title unification at 147 pounds. And Zaquin Moses facing a taller opponent, a 5'11" fighter. He says that's nothing new. He's done that plenty of times in the amateurs.
I already like Zaquin mentality. You said earlier he said he wanted this to be his last 4-rounders. I remember coming up, I was pro around, I think 19 years old, and I wanted to get to 6 rounds ASAP, you know, because I've done seen a lot of fighters lose before, get a draw just by slipping, and that's already a 10-8 round. So you want to get out in 4-round fights early, especially if you feel like you're ready for that level. So, and Zaquin, he's ready for that.
He turns 20 later on this month. Pallette's a taller opponent, but you can tell Moses is fuller. He's got a wider physique, broad shoulders, and doesn't look like he has any issues making weight at 130 pounds. Moses is a sharp puncher with a quick jab. And he just didn't have the time to really display anything back on January 25th. His opponent, Mario Garcia, had to quit on his stool because he hurt his bicep. We see some stab jabs to the body from Moses.
Setting up the big shot. Taking his time.
Like that one, although it didn't land fully.
I like how he's staying in position. He's not taking a step back. Staying in position and not giving up ground.
One thing about Moses that you notice, since he made his first ring walk in his debut back in November at Wells Fargo Center, he looks like he has the ability to slow everything down.
I mean, that comes from being his big cousin, Shakur Stevenson, being in the gym with a guy like that, a mentor. That takes you to a whole nother level, especially IQ-wise. You know, Zay is special. I boxed Zay when he was probably 16 years old, and I didn't hold back too much on him, man. He held his ground and he held his own. He's smaller than me, but he's very skillful.
Pallette's been a pro for just over a year. Won his pro debut, 3 straight losses after that. And he's trying to create a little distance against Moses, but he's failing to do so. Good left hand to the body, and he certainly did.
Whenever a fighter shake their hand, shake their head, like that, they felt the shot.
Moses giving him a taste in round 1 with that body shot. What will follow in round 2?
Oh, that was the body shot right there.
That was it. For Zaquin, he still feels like the focus in camp. Again, 3 fights in 6 months now. It's still to keep sitting down on those punches. You can never do it enough. You can never practice it enough. Coming up as a new pro, that he wants to make sure they all mean something.
He has power. I've been in the ring with him for his size and his age. He has power, so he's just got to find a way to deliver it. Good defense.
Pallette trying to land a 1-2. Moses backing away.
I expect Zay to keep going back down to that body.
Comes upstairs with a left hand, then a right.
Work in there. You got to work in there. You don't wait for the ref to say break.
Moses is doing a good job. When he's jabbing, it looks like he's jabbing toward the solar plex.
Taking the wind out of him. I don't see this lasting too long. But it's up to Zay how long he wants to last.
It really can. It's 4 rounds, right? There's so little time if you're a young pro in those 4-round fights to make an impression, or the impression that you want to make on the judges.
Right.
And he sideswiped Pallette with that left hand.
Pallette laughed after he missed that shot. He laughed as if he was saying, what, you thought you was going to hit me with that?
Moses nearly connected with the check right hand.
Good
Pallette
shot.
hanging him on. There's a left hand that connects by Zaquin Moses.
Good body. Good shot.
He counters with that shot to the body, then came upstairs, scraped the chin. Zaquin Moses, one fluid motion, going to work here in round 2.
You know what I like about Zay? He's using his eyes. You can see his eyes is open. He's looking for them shots in there.
There's a punishing left, and Pallette forced to take a knee. And he tips his cap to Moses.
Oh.
That's it, fight waved off. Zaquin Moses returns to the Garden State with a second straight stoppage.
Well done, young man. Well done.
He's been dubbed as the future of American boxing. You're getting a peek as to what everybody's talking about.
I told Zay a long time ago he's special. Trust me, he is the future of American boxing.
Eddie Hearn was talking about it in between fights. Starting to come out of his shell a little bit as well. It's great to see. That means you're only getting more comfortable.
Yeah, he's getting comfortable as a pro. This is where he wanted to be. He probably was looking up to his big cousin saying, one day I'm going to be right where he's at. And now he got the opportunity. And he's maximizing it.
So a terrific performance for Zaquin Moses. Here's his grandfather, Wally Moses. And he returns home here to New Jersey and picks up the win in Atlantic City. Said he won't have that surreal feeling about fighting in his backyard until he does fight at Prudential Center one day. That's the spot. There in Grand Garden Arena. Those are the two venues for Zaquin Moses that he wants to fight in most. Taking a look at some of the action here from that second round and what led to the stoppage. That's textbook right there.
That's textbook. Staying in position, blocking the shot, not giving up ground, embracing the shot and coming right back with his shot.
And I think Pallette wanted to continue. The referee, David Franciosi, sensed where this fight was going. And he made the right call.
What I like most about tonight, he used his eyes. You can see when the guy was punching, he was looking for a shot. And that's what you want to see in a young fighter. IQ.
When you're regularly sparring Shakur Stevenson and Ray Ford, nights like this, they look easy. I'm sure they aren't, but
yeah,
you're not going to get tougher sparring every single day than that.
To have nights like this, sparring guys like, Raymond Ford and Shakur Stevenson, to have nights like this, you probably got to go through a lot of nights of getting your butt whooped. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But it pays off, especially as a young, special fighter like him. And you can see it's paying off.
In those moments, you're getting schooled. You may not realize you're getting better until nights like this come to your front doorstep.
I remember sparring Zay, and I put it on him. And then Shakur, he was like, Richardson's going to do this and do that. And Shakur's like, okay, watch this. When me and Richardson box, I'm going to show you what and what not to do. And he was right there like a sponge watching the sparring and seeing what nots and what's to do. So he's a student of the game.
He'll turn 20 years of age on April 25th. And you can bet you will see him in action in the very near future again. Might be on your card, who knows?
Yeah, I would love that.
We'll see what happens. His camp stablemate, Ray Ford, later takes on Thomas Batiste in our co-feature. Right now, Zaquin Moses is ready to get his hand raised. Let's make it official inside the ring and go over to David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee David Franciosi calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 13 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by knockout. He's still undefeated, Zaquin Moses.
Zaquin Moses improves to 3-0. Let's go inside the ring with Ak to hear from the man they call Zaba.
Zaquin, congratulations on a phenomenal performance tonight. You've had 2 great wins in your career. Tonight, you look so poised and comfortable picking your shots, sitting down on your punches, looking like a boxer puncher. How do you rate your performance tonight?
I give myself an A. Just because I got the stoppage, but first and foremost, I want to thank God, because without God, none of this would be possible. And yeah, I'm so grateful, I'm so blessed.
You know, I'll be remiss not to mention that your family, one of the best fighters in the world, Shakur Stevenson, has been active in your career. How much do you credit being around him and absorbing that knowledge to your rapid growth?
I give him so much credit in the world. I mean, that's my big brother. I love him to death, and I watch him do everything. I watch him all his big fights. I watch every move he did, and I appreciate him so much, and I love him to death. That's my big brother.
Well, look, obviously you're at the stage in your career where you want to be busy and active. How many more times do you want to be out there this year in the ring?
A couple more times. I want to fight in June on Richardson Hitchens' card, so hopefully I can get on that, and hopefully I can shine on that card too.
Look, you fought at the Wells Fargo Center in Las Vegas, in this historic arena here in the boardwalk called New Jersey, your home state. Can you shout out anybody that has come from Newark and anybody watching at home?
I want to shout out my whole family, everybody that came to support me. I want to thank everybody, because without try, you know, certain stuff wouldn't be possible. But I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful, and like I said the other day, I'm one of the best prospects in boxing, and I can't wait to keep proving it.
Phenomenal performance. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Justin.
Thank you, Ak, and congratulations to Zaquin Moses again.